Good morning students. Today I will continue with some more basic techniques for the numericals we use, and that technique you are studying in physics also. It is called dimensional analysis. Now what is dimensional analysis? Let us understand that first. As I told that in numerical we need to equate the units. If two units of the property are not same and they are not same, then we cannot substitute in the sum. So we have to equate it first. So many times we need to convert one particular unit into another for the same property. For example, length. Length can be expressed in meter, kilometer, centimeter, and in smaller units than millimeter. So conversion of this unit from one into another is many a times needed. So for converting unit of the same property from either macro to micro level or micro to macro level, means smaller to larger or larger to smaller, we make use of dimensional analysis. Now dimensional analysis is a process in which two different units of same property are converted into each other by obtaining factors and equating it to 1. Factors, you obtain the factors and equate it to 1. So this method is also called as unit factor method. Name of this method is unit factor method, because we are equating it to 1 and 1 means unity. So unit factor method. Now let us take example. Suppose my unit is for volume and volume is expressed in liters and milliliters. So relationship between milliliter and liter is 1000 milliliter is equal to 1 liter. So the factors I will obtain like this. One factor will be 1000 ml upon 1 liter. So you have to shift it here. So when you shift this term from here, it becomes equal to 1. Second factor is 1 liter upon 1000 ml. So this term you are now shifting here, that is also equal to 1. So it is equated to 1. Now why it is equated to 1? Because if you simply take these two factors and multiply it, they both will cancel each other. When they cancel each other, answer is not 0. When they cancel each other, answer is 1. So these are the two factors in which one of the unit is appearing in numerator and in another factor it is appearing in denominator. Like that you can obtain this unit factor for any physical quantity. Here I have taken example of volume. Now let us take one numerical. Your numerical is convert 3005 ml into liter. 3005 ml into liter. So first write relationship between them. 1000 ml is equal to 1 liter. Then 3500 ml. Which out of these two you will be using? Suppose you are asked to convert in liter. Then you choose that particular factor in which liter comes in numerator. So I will be selecting this factor because I am converting ml to liter. So into whatever unit you are shifting, that has to come in numerator. Select that factor. So it comes out to be 3500 ml into 1 liter upon 1000 ml, which I have shifted here and obtained. So 3500 ml into 1 liter upon 1000 ml. So ml and ml cancels out. Two zeros cancel out. So it is 35 upon 10. So it is written as 3.5 liter. Liter is not cancelled. So we converted this way. Second example. Convert 2.5 kilometer. Convert 2.5 kilometer into meter. So first obtain the relation. So relation is 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So the factors will be 1000 meter upon 1 kilometer and 1 kilometer upon 1000 meter. Now how to select the factor, which one will be useful? Since we are converting in meters, meter should appear in numerator. So I am selecting this factor. So given entity 2.5 kilometer I have written as it is. into this selected factor 1000 meter upon 1 kilometer. So this kilometer and kilometer cancels out. So 2.5 into 1000 meters, so it becomes 2500 meters. This way, selecting the appropriate factor, you can convert one unit into another and their value remains same. 2500 meter is 2.5 kilometers. But we have just changed its unit. And this process is called as dimensional analysis. Next, we have to express many a times a very small quantity or a very large quantity. That time we express it in terms of powers of 10. So these powers of 10s are given specific prefix and they are also given a symbol. So let us see prefix for one particular property I am taking, and that property is meter. My unit is meter. Suppose any physical entity is 10 raised to minus 12 meter. Then to convert it into smaller units, it is equal to pico. For pico, the symbol is P and it is written as PM, picometer. If it is power of 10 minus 9, then that entity is called nano. So nano symbol is N and it is written as nanometer. For example, if I have 125 nanometer, so 125 nanometer will be equal to 125 into 10 raised to power minus 9 meters. This is the relationship between them. So power of 10, when it is 10 raised to minus 9, if I remove the power, it will be written as Nm. So next is 10 raised to minus 6, which is written as micro. Symbol is mu. Mu you have to write like this. Mu or micrometer. Then this is milli, 10 raised to power minus 3, written as mm. You all are aware of it. Then 10 raised to power minus 2 is written as centi, written as cm. 10 exactly 10 to the power 1 is written as deca, so dn. 10 raised to power 2 hecto, so hm. 10 raised to power 3 kilo, so kilometer. So you can see here 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So 1000 meter can be written as 10 to the power 3. So it is written as kilometer. Then next is mega, 10 raised to power 6. Mega, you are aware, your files in computers are coming as megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte. So 10 to the power 6 is mega, written as capital M. 10 raised to power 9 is giga and written as capital G. And in computer units we write it as GB, so that is gigabyte. TB, that is terabyte. Here I have expressed for meter, so I have written GM and TM. But giga is 10 raised to power 9 and tera is 10 raised to power 12. This table is also given in textbook. You can refer to it, and all entity we can express like this. Here I have taken example of meter. So we'll stop this topic here. Learn it. If you are not clear, just mail to me. I'll be sending you email on a slide.